We're going to see how this goes. Oh man, there's already messing up. All right, that fixed it. All right, guys. Let's try this again, shall we? Y'all let me know if y'all can see me, guys. All right? I got the chat set to all people. All messages. So yeah, I should see all y'all's comments. So let me know if y'all can see me. We're gonna let that keep soaking. Hey baby, how you doing? We're gonna let this keep soaking, and then we're gonna take it, pull it out, and we're gonna get to hammering, okay? It's almost ready. All right, guys. It's getting nice and hot. All right? That's what we want to see. You can see me good? My signal's good? Because if that's the case, great. Let's keep on going, everybody. These new gloves are working great, although they're a little tight fit because they got a liner. But that's okay. Anything to keep us safe, right? So yeah, guys, anytime you're doing any kind of forging or any kind of blacksmithing whatsoever, you need to make sure that you're safe. Okay, guys? That's number one priority. I'm wearing FRC clothing. I'm making sure there's no loose clothing to catch flame, and I'm wearing gloves. All right? So you got to make sure you do these things to protect yourself. All right? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, baby. All right. That's what we want to see. This is what we want to see. I'm blacksmithing. Hoitatron. I'm blacksmithing, Hoitatron. Welcome into the show, man. I'm making a boot knife. All right, guys, we got our first strikes in. That's always great. I don't have the stuff All right, yeah, man, it's expensive, but you can learn to make your own, man. There are actually blueprints online on how to build forges. This one was a gift from a friend of mine who actually died recently. She died in the COVID pandemic, to be precise. So that's Carrie, my forge. So yeah, guys, I want to welcome everybody into the show. Let's make sure y'all all have some fun and let's enjoy some good blacksmithing, okay, everybody? What's up, Connie? How you doing? You always got to constantly check your hoses. You got to check your pressure. You got to check your flame. You got to always check things, guys. You got to always make sure that you're really covered, everybody. You don't want to have any problems, all right? So that's the great thing about blacksmithing. It's a wonderful hobby if you can get into it. Guys, it's also a good workout. It really is. It's a hell of a workout, honestly. All right, we're gonna let that tip get super nice and hot, and we're gonna forge it out even, okay, guys? We're gonna draw out the blade. We're gonna make this kind of a rather sharp, a isosceles style triangle. Make sure it's got a nice, good, even pounding on each side. Make sure we got an even hammer stroke. And we're going to stretch this piece of metal out, guys. This used to be part of a leaf spring, so it's going to eventually be a little boot knife, guys. And I got a hickory handle to throw on it and everything. The only thing I'm missing is the hand guard, which I'm going to go get a washer with a small hole in the middle, a big washer about the size of a silver dollar. And it's going to have a good hole in it. And then I'm going to cut that in a specific way. And I'm going to take and file it over and everything like that, round it off, and make sure it's smooth so it won't cut your hand. And that's going to be my hand guard, guys. So this is just going to be a little old boot knife. And inside, we actually have some nice leather that we're going to use to make the sheath for. So, guys, if I'm still able to be seen right now, let me know. I've been having signal problems. So let me know if you guys can see me. Let me know if you're enjoying what you see. I know right now we ain't got many people in here, but I don't care at the moment. I'm forging. That's all that matters to me. I'm hammering. I'm swinging a hammer. All right, that tip's getting about where we want it. Let it bake a little longer. Then we're going to pull it out and we're going to draw it out, guys. That's the process of stretching the steel. It's called drawing it out. And that's going to give us the length and that's going to give us the width of our blade. And then we're going to hammer her down, make sure we got a good amount of meat on there so we can grind it away and then shape it the rest of the way with an angle grinder. And we're going to hammer out the, what's up, Maxima? We're out here hammering away, man. You're good and sound in sight. Thanks. Thank you, Jennifer. Welcome in, other Jen. We're just having ourselves a grand old time. Guys, this is one of my favorite hobbies, is coming out here and being an amateur blacksmith. Guys, I've made some really cool stuff, but I still consider myself an amateur. By no means am I a master, because about 1 out of every 4 or 5 is a failure, guys. So this might be a flop. Never know. I haven't forged in a few years. So we're going to see how much I remember by making this little bitty boot knife. We're going to call it the SOB. Short ornery bastard. let's draw this out. All right, you see how it's starting to stretch? We're gonna stretch that out. We're gonna take this part right here, we're gonna cut it off even, and we're gonna just kind of shape it into an arrowhead, okay guys? But we're gonna let it take and soak a little longer, and we're gonna draw this blade out further because that's nice and super thick, all right? So we're gonna draw it out as far as we can, guys. We're about to start hammering along the top and dragging the metal along this way. By the way, guys, a basic rule of thumb of any forge, okay, is the metal's always there. Keep it thick. Give yourself some margin for error, you know, guys. And you can always fix it with some grinding, you know, but you can't fix cold shuts. You know, you can, and I'll get to cold shuts one of these days. But for right now, we're just doing some basic forging. No, I'm making a boot knife actually. But Ziggert, nice to meet you. But no, I'm making a boot knife. My forge isn't big enough for a sword. It's made for Bowie knives to boot knives and stuff like that. So I'm making a little bitty boot knife because I haven't been able to make a knife in years. So I'm getting back into the swing of things as it was, and just enjoying myself. Yeah, I love doing forging. It's one of my favorite things. We're almost there. Almost there, everybody. You know, about ready for another few swings. It takes a minute for a leaf spring to heat up. You know, that's 1065 bar stock, guys, basically. And that's some strong spring steel. So it doesn't matter even if this one's a bit of an ugly knife, you know, because that sometimes happens. But even if it's a bit of an ugly knife, guys, it's going to be strong. And that's what I enjoy about using leaf springs. You know, the knives are going to be strong. The blades are made out of good carbon steel, you know, and I can go to any junkyard and get some leaf springs. So it makes it easy because you can literally go buy junkyard leaf springs, and some places as cheap as $10 a pop, you know, so there's an easy source of steel. You know, I've got a friend of mine, Sean, he's going to send me some knife ingot templates and stuff like that. We're going to hammer them out. We're going to make them into nice knives and everything like that. Unfortunately, I don't have a power hammer, so I can't do Damascus at the moment. But I can learn how to do twists again, learn how to do all that other crap again, and you guys can follow me because I haven't done this in like 8 years, okay? So we're going to see how good this turns out, everybody. Got some work to do on this side. So we're going to fix up that side. This bottom side here. We're going to fix it up because I let it get a little too overhang. That happens sometimes, but we're going to fix that up, and then we're going to move on to stretching it further out. What's up, man? What is up? How you doing? Relaxing with your animals. That's awesome. No, you're all good, man. Use your introduction. I like it. It's your catchphrase, dude. All right, we're gonna let that soak a little longer, okay, everybody? But it's coming along. It's good to hear that you're doing great. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Forge. I finally found a way to set it up to where you guys can see me. Of course, I don't have an armorer's anvil. I have a farrier's anvil, which is a little different, but it can still be used to make knives. Love it nonetheless. You know, when I was a kid, I always wondered, you know, what it would be like to actually own an anvil. You know, because of Looney Tunes. Now I own one. And I love what it's all about. So I hope you guys come keep on joining me. This is a lot of fun. We're going to keep on hammering this out. See, guys, the point is not to just squash it into shape. You can move the metal by the way you strike it. If you strike it in certain spots, like if you strike it at an angle, you're pushing that steel along every time you hit it, and you're stretching it out. You know, that's what we're doing to the back and front of the knife right now. And that way we can stretch it out even further, guys. You know, a good piece of leaf spring can stretch out a long way. And a boot knife, a boot knife, guys, doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, super thick. It can be a little thin, you know, because it's just meant to kind of like stick and run, you know. So that's what we're making right now. It's a good old boot knife. A mini blacksmith. You know, it's still hot. It's still rather hot. That's the only thing is we're dealing with some really high temperatures, guys. So this gets pretty hot pretty quick. Shit, I gotta go get the claw hammer, guys. All right, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh yeah, no problems, babe. 2 layers of gloves, I'm all good. I can't even feel the heat this time. Well, a little bit, but not much. You know, guys, this has always been a very fun hobby of mine. I've always enjoyed it. You know, so working with fire, you know, I've gotten pretty used to it. Oh, don't worry about my arms. My arms are covered. My arms are out of the heat. You know, what I'm worried about are my lines. And the hole behind it. All right, we're gonna let that soak just a little while longer, guys. You know, you always got to make sure your steel is good and hot, all right, when you're forging. Oh yeah, yeah. I started out welding. So I learned how to weld first. Then my grandfather taught me how to blacksmith. And he started me out on making nails. So I would just hammer out these long spikes. And he would use those as tent stakes and to hold down his deer feeder and stuff like that. I didn't know what I was doing. But he had legitimate uses for every single one of those nails that I made. And, you know, a good blacksmith apprentice back in the day could make a barrel of nails in 30 minutes. I'm not a good apprentice. You know, I'm self-taught. So, you know, and there's nothing wrong with being self-taught. You know, I do a lot of my research. You know, I didn't come into this blind, guys. So that was a great thing. You know, other than, you know, learning how to make the knives, my grandpa just taught me how to make arrowheads and the spikes, you know, which was the basics of blacksmithing. I taught myself how to make knives. Nice and hot. All right, nice and hot. That's what we want to see. All right. All right, guys. That's got to soak a little while again. What's up, my uncle? How you doing? Hello, everybody. You know, I know a decent amount of stuff. I'm not going to say I'm brilliant. I'm not going to toot my own horn or anything like that, guys. But you just got to do some research. If you see something that interests you, look it up. You know, guys. And it's that easy. I mean, we have a world of YouTube and Google. You know, you can look up anything. So, you know, that's where a lot of my knowledge comes from. That, and I got National Geographics from the time I was 4. Heating up nicely. Oh yeah. Forge dance. Forge dance. Oh yeah, man. I love it. I love it, dude. Do the hammer. Really, what is YouTube? It's an encyclopedia of everything, including the world's largest source next to TikTok of brain rot. But you know what, guys? It's doing me a lot of good. I based it around disco, my love. Some like it hot, some like it when the heat is on. Oh man, ain't nothing like sweating outside, getting a good workout, guys, and having a good time with friends. We're gonna run a long episode today, so please, all y'all, do me a favor that have been here for a minute. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon. We gonna be forging our butt off today, guys. So come on ahead and join us. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but when that first tank is out is when we stop. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, guys, like, share, subscribe. Not only am I a small content creator, I'm trying to become a small business owner too, guys. I'm trying to get myself out of disability. I don't want to be considered handicapped anymore. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of being called lazy. I'm tired of being called a bum. I'm tired of being told I live off everybody else's money. So you know what, guys? If the state says I can't work, I'm going to find a way to work. And if that means following my dreams, I'm going to follow them, guys. And one of my dreams is handmade objects, like blacksmith items, not just knives, utilities, cookware, kitchen knives, those kinds of things. I want to make it all, but it's going to be my own rustic twist, guys. It might be bone handle, it might be hickory, it might be leather wrap. Yes, it's propane. It is very much propane. Sweetie, I can't pin your comment, but guys, go to @JenHolder976, everybody. Go check her out, @JenHolder976. That's my girl. She's awesome. She does a lot of Christian stuff. Even though I'm not Christian, she does a lot of Christian things, guys. So you might like it. She started doing Bible verses of the day. Thank you for watching from India. Thank you, Alfredo. A lazy bum sits there and does nothing. I can see you're doing things. You're doing work already. Yeah, guys, I've made 3 walking stabs, technically. I've made 3 walking stabs. I've made a boot knife. Well, I'm working on a boot knife now. And I have an idea for a placard that I'm going to do that has a Viking prayer on it that I'm going to sell. So I'm going to try to get rough cut planks of wood. I'm going to smooth them out. And then I'm going to burn like Vikings prayer, or for my Christian friends, the Lord's Prayer, or even for my Muslim friends, I'll burn in Muhammad's prayer. I'm just going to have to learn how to write in Aramaic. So forgive me if the first few of them look really rough, but it's going to take me a minute to get used to it. Except for doing the Lord's Prayer and doing a Viking message. I've done that many a times. Hello, Axel. Thank you. Guys, like, share, and subscribe to the live stream, everybody. It's not often you get to see a rising blacksmith. Now, guys, remember, this is just the beginning stage of it. It don't look like a knife yet, but it will eventually. Just give it some time. So yeah, guys, just so you know, this forge gets as hot as a cutting torch. So it is blazing right now because I'm already in 90-degree weather. So this is what you call a Texas blacksmith. You know, that's why my forge is in the shade and everything's hunky-dory, you know, guys. But, you know, I'm glad y'all can see everything. I might just slide the anvil a little closer, and that might just help. You know, guys, I might have to replace my stump soon. My stump's rotting away on me. Thank you, man. Thank you, Joshua. You're awesome, dude. Whoa! Burn, baby, burn. Come on. Give me that pretty color. You know, guys, this is going to be nice when it's done. Hopefully. All right, man. Thank you so much. Next video I'll catch of you, man. Sharing it with everybody. All 1,600 of us. Hey, what's up, Superior? We're blacksmithing, man. We're out here at the forge. Got 2 whole tanks of propane. So let's start stretching out the middle. Start bending it down too. All right, so we got a battle plan on this thing, guys. We got ourselves a battle plan. What's up, Xavier? How you doing, man? We're forging. We are hammering away. Why is the back door open? Hold on a second, guys. All right, guys. Never mind. My dad's back and he let him out. So I didn't leave the door open. Yeah, we're definitely doing some awesome stuff today, man. Dang it, I need the right tongs. Butterfingers! Better drop the tongs than the metal, right? Better to drop the tongs than the metal. Hi, Duck. How you doing? We're out here forging. All right. I just blackened my face. Oh well, that's why they call it blacksmithing. Whew. I'm about to have to go grab me a nice good little glass of water, and I'll be right back. What's up, Owl Duck? Oh man. Hair in my mouth. Oh yeah. That's the colors we want. That's the colors we want. Okay, that's all good. That's all good, Balduck. You're all good. Black eye from someone. Nah, that's why they call it blacksmithing, guys. All right, guys, what we're about to do is we're gonna take and hammer out a section that's gonna end up being our tang, all right? So this part's a little tricky. This is where it can get messed up real quick. All right, but yeah, this is the part where it can get messed up real quick if you don't pay attention. So we're gonna take this nice and slow, okay? We're off to a good start on one side. We're gonna stick this fat bit in there. All right, we're gonna let that fat end of the meat, the fat end of the metal, we're gonna let that heat up now. This is gonna take a little extra time to soak. All right, see you later, man. All right, man. You have a great day, Balduck. But you know what, guys? We got to let that soak for a minute. I'm going to go grab me a bottle of water. I'll be right back. Be right back. right, guys. We're back. We are back. All right, guys. Got ourselves a bottle of water. Take a little bit of a sip on it. Let that soak for a little while longer. Oh yeah, it's gotta soak a little bit more. Let that get a lot. Let that get a lot hotter. Whew. Dang, if I could do it, I'd light up a cigarette, but I can't. I ain't got none. We gotta always check these hoses and gauges, guys. Always check them. You know, you always got to make sure your hoses are not in the heat. You got to make sure your gauge is about 2 pounds, maybe 1.5 pounds. You know, and what's up, Louise? Yeah, we definitely needed some water. You know, we're blacksmithing. All right, there's our water. And guys, check this out. If you're a welder, you might appreciate this. This is my straight up and down weld on aluminum. And this is my seam weld on aluminum. I did this myself. I practiced for about 3 days. You know, and about 6 minutes on the third day, made 3 lines. And that was the result, guys. You know, so that's some of my welding, you know, just to show you guys. I keep this as a paperweight. My first welding job. Guys, looks like we're ready for a nice good swing with a hammery thing on a hot piece of thing. All right, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Nice to see you're doing good there. Yeah, please like, share, subscribe. Come join the family. You know, I'm going to try do a forging video at least once a month, you know, because, guys, propane ain't cheap. Propane ain't cheap at all. It cost me $40 for both these bottles. So, eventually, one of these days, I'm going to give me one of the big 4-foot tall bottles. That's going to cost me $200 to refill every time. It's going to cost me about $500-$600 to get. So, we're looking at some hard work before we can get to that point. For right now, we're going to have to be satisfied with what we can make. You know, and quite frankly, I'm excited to see how this turns out. We're taking our time with it. We're not trying to be too hasty. You know, we're trying to make this metal move right. We're trying to keep things straight. You know, if it's got a little curve in it, we can fix that with grinding. So it all depends on how long the knife ends up turning out. But if you get monetized, you get the first salary from YouTube, you can buy a bigger tank and go from there. Really? I didn't think about that. You know, also, guys, not only am I a blacksmith, I'm a wildlife conservationist. So, just to let you guys know, we have a chance of working with the Texas Parks and Wildlife to deal with the Village Creek National Park, or the Village Creek State Park, by going through my uncle, who's a president of a charity called Friends of Village Creek State Park. You know, I might get a sponsorship, and I'll get $10 a video. And guys, I'll take on the weekends now that it's summer, and I'll go have my dad drop me off at Village Creek, and I'll go run around all day during the weekend, and I'll get as much video for you guys as possible, and I'll show y'all everything I can. And then come Monday, I'll upload Clint's Creek Adventures. Okay, guys? Clint's Village Creek Adventures. All right? So that way, we can help promote this beautiful, pristine habitat, you know, and just like I try to continue to promote my ancestors' way of life with doing blacksmithing, you know, guys, let's keep our wild places wild. Keep your sacred places sacred, you know? Yeah, I got 2 layers of gloves on. Ha! Yes, Clinton's Creek Adventures. That's what we're going to call it, guys. You know, and when I get me a tent and I get full permission, I don't know how long this is going to take, but when I get full permission, I get me a good tent, then, guys, we're going to be doing overnight camping trips and canoe trips and things like that. And I'm going to record every bit of it on my phone that I can. And you guys are going to get that uploaded as Clint's Creek Adventures. You know, I'm going to get as much footage, as incredible stuff as I can, try to get as much wildlife as I can, maybe even get my hands on some of them so that way I can show them to you up close, such as good turtles, good snakes, maybe even a gator, you know, possibly even catch an alligator gar so I can show you guys. All right, that's good, huh? Let's do this thing. All right, we're getting a nice even thickness here, guys. So we're going for a nice even thickness here, and that's what we're starting to get. This is going to be our tang. All right, so this is going to be forged out into the tang. So right now we're just trying to shape this properly and do little by little at a time and get it into the shape of a nice, good dagger style boot knife, guys. We got a nice piece of recycled wood hickory that we're going to use for the handle. Hello again, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, that started out. As a piece about that big and rounded on the top like that. And I've hammered it out to what it is so far. So we've made a lot of progress on it with what we've had. And guys, that whole leaf spring goes to smithing. That whole leaf spring goes to products. What's up, Matt? How you doing? We're out here forging, man. Out here hammering away. Some people mine, some people forge. You know, they sometimes call me Steve, but I'm not a miner. I'm a blacksmith. I'm not a Steve, I'm a gator. So, let's keep going. We're gonna keep going hopefully until that tank runs out. And then next week, we're gonna do another forging video and we're gonna work until the other tank runs out. Oh yeah, fire and hammers, man, fire and hammers. You know, and guys, this Vulcan hammer, I've had it for a while. And I originally bought it because the word Vulcan is actually a Viking word. So that's why I bought it. But how you doing, Brian? We're blacksmithing. I can eventually make a little sword, but Matt, I have to get a better forge first. You see, my forge right there is only meant for knives, you know, up to a Bowie knife, you know, but that's the best I can do is a good sized Bowie. But other than that, you know, I can make you a nice dagger. See what we got here. Nice. Can I set one of those up in my backyard? Sure, Matt. You know, altogether, it was close to $1,000 for the anvil and the forge. And get yourself some propane tanks. And yeah, you could be a backyard blacksmith. It's not hard, guys. Just make sure you're safe, okay? You're dealing with extremely high temperatures. So always remember that. You're dealing with superheat, okay, guys? It literally is so hot, you won't even be able to tell you got burned because it'll immediately kill your nerve endings. So it's what's called a cold burn, you know, and it sucks because it goes on forever and you don't notice it, you know, and then all of a sudden you're like, ah! You know, I look like a toad bro. Yeah, so it's real hot, you know, guys. So you always got to be very, very, very careful. All right, this is back up to heat. Let's whip this baby back out. All right, we're steadily drawing her out. All right, guys. Woo! That's some heat. Let me check my temperature gauges. All right, my gauges are still strong. Hey, hell yeah. We're really cooking now. Both burners just opened up. I know all too well I got burned covering my forearm from years ago. It killed the nerves. Looks like Freddy Krueger, but it didn't hurt. Oh yeah, now that's yikes. You know, man, I know just how that feels. What's up, Jacob Ryan? Welcome into the show. We are forging. All right. All right, we're almost there. We're almost where we need to be, guys. Left a big scar? I bet it did, man. You know, but I bet you, hey, there's something that a friend of mine once told me, a chick. She said scars are sexy on men. So take it, you know, man. What's up, Kurt? We're smithing. We are blacksmithing today. Working on our boot knife. She's actually coming along rather nice. We're working on separating out our blade section from our tang section right now, guys. Which, yes, it's going to look rough at first, guys. This is literally the beginning of a little rounded edge, flat edge piece of steel. Okay? So it's the end cap on a leaf spring. So this is what we're dealing with. You know, and it's going to take some time to get it into the proper shape. But that's why we're working at it. All right. Looks like we're up to snuff. Sweat in the eyeball. Can't touch that. Can't touch that. Oh man. How you doing there, Kurt? Out there working. Hell yeah, man. Gotta build this merchandise somehow. It ain't gonna forge itself. Yeah, it's hot out here today, man. And here I am under two big shade trees with my forge swinging away under 2,000 degrees of temperature. You know, but I love it. I wouldn't trade it for nothing, man. This is what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to be able to come out and start a little business. Exterior Outfitters, you know, is what I'm going to be calling it. And we're going to start a little business making walking stabs, knives, especially for camping and survival, things of that sort. And we're going to be selling it on the website, guys, when I get it up. Yeah, I do need me a shop, but one with a fan, not an AC. I don't want to have to run power out here. I can easily put a solar panel up for a fan. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you so much, man. You know, I was hoping to have a lot more people in here by now. Last time I did this, I had a lot of people. But, hey, at least we got 14 likes, you know, in an hour. About average. So, we're going to keep going, guys. Keep hitting them hearts. Keep pushing us out there, guys. Hit that like, share, subscribe, bell icon, all that jazz. Whoops. All right, we got it positioned directly under the jet, so it should get nice and hot now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. How you doing, Zeus? We're forging. Call me Hephaestus. All right. She's doing good. Doing good. All right. You know, the next thing we're going to make is going to be a Viking sax. And that's going to be mine. Danny, what's up? How you doing? Oh, I'm having a great day. I'm out here forging, man. Come check us out. All right, there we go. There's our blade. This is going to be our tang. All right. Whoa! Heck yeah. Thank you. It's getting there. It's slow. It's slow work. You know, I don't have that hot of a blacksmith of a forge. You know, I don't have that hot of a forge. So I can't exactly, you know, get this sucker really fired up. All right, man. Thank you very much, Joshua. Tell him welcome in. Oh, you're all good, ERT. We're going for a while today. We going for a while today. Gloves are already getting toasty. But hey, they're holding up. Not bad for $4. So how's everybody's day going? Chase, how you doing, man? We're out here forging today. All right. So, thank you all for coming in. It was tiring. Need to reload app. I can't see users channel activity. Oh, I'm sorry, man. No, that sucks. YouTube's been having problems lately. Yeah, Jin's my girlfriend, everybody. So don't forget to go check out @JinHolder976. Go check out @JinHolder976. That's my beautiful girl. She's a special lady. She's absolutely awesome. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that bad boy bird. Sorry about that, everybody. That was a neighbor. They were interested in what I was doing. So sorry I walked away. What's up, Country Girl Sweet? How you doing? Oh noes, what's I do's? What's up? What's up, ERT? They found out I'm in this stream. Please help. Who are you talking about, ERT? Let me know, man. I can't scroll up. My hands are gloved. Put that puppy in the hottest part of the forge. Woo! Did you see the smoke coming off my gloves? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how you know you're smithing. When your hands start smoking. My girlfriend putting you in timeout last night. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. But what's up, ERT? How you doing, man? You know, with as thick as this metal is, we might be able to draw this out into a small stiletto, guys. That would be cool, making my first stiletto. So that might be what I do. I might draw this out into a long stiletto, guys. What do y'all think? Do you want a boot knife or do you want a stiletto? Let me know in the comments. We're gonna do just a little bit more hammering to separate out what our blade's gonna be from our tang. And then we're gonna flatten that out again. And then we're going to go on ahead and get back on to stretching out that blade, everybody. boot, although stiletto would be cool. Since your hands are gloved, that's why if I see Jin Jin say something, I will wait to say something until you are able to read her words, Clan. Got you. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Sir Fly? How you doing? Thank you for letting me know the stiletto would be cool, but you want the boot knife. So that's one vote for a boot knife, guys. Yeah, I know you got a lot of fans now, Jin Jin. All right, guys. This is up to me. Let's whip this bad boy out. Give it a few swings. All right, we got to even this side up, guys. So we got to even this out. All right, and that's what we got to do. So one more round. One more round of Tangy Town. All right, guys, things are going beautifully. All right. Jin Jim, I'm just saying that if you see you writing something, I am respectful. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you very much. Woo. Guys, I might step out for just another minute to get me another bottle of water. It's hot. All right, let's check our lines and hoses again. That's good. What's our pressure? Pressure's good. All right. Forge is running beautifully. Yeah, it's a beautiful scenery, ain't it? Make for a great country postcard. Ooh. Stay moving to get out of the heat waves. Oh, yeah. So how's everybody doing? How's their afternoons? You know, how's their morning go? Everybody late to work or anything like that? Let us know down in the comments. Also, tell me if you want me to make a boot knife or a stiletto. We got one vote for boot knife. Just a little bit more to even that out, but I think I might have had an accidental hammer swing to screw that up. If I could have one simple thing, what would it be? Some land. A large plot of land. That's all I'd want. Okay, just kind of bury for me. What do you mean? What you mean there, Danny? I don't know what bury means. All right. Let's get us some more cold water. Let's stand over here and relax, guys. The metal's gonna stay there. It ain't gonna melt yet. Keyword yet. You're all good. You know, guys, this is why we didn't do a training video, because I knew I was going to be out here sweating and swinging away. That's about right. That's what we want right there. Let's flatten it on out now. All right, guys, that's pretty well even. Now, sorry, my nose is running. Now we're gonna focus on drawing our blade out, everybody. We're gonna make our blade longer and just a little thinner. You're annoyed with the errors? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I'm kind of contacted YouTube customer support and they fixed the problem for you. Okay, I got you. What's up, Alfredo? Nice to see you back, man. Still forging away, man. We're at 1 hour and 20 minutes. Oh, damn. Let's check our hoses. Let's check our pressure gauges. Let's go through all of our safety procedures, okay, guys? We got PPE. Let's check our hose. Let's check our gauges. Let's check our tank. What's up, nobody? How you doing, man? We're forging away. All right, our hoses are good. Our pressure is still great. And our tank is up to snuff. So we're rolling right along. Doing all kinds of good. Doing all kinds of good. Oh yeah. Thank you, nobody. Thank you very much, man. Welcome into the group. You know, don't forget to share and subscribe, man. Come join us. We're gonna be doing a forging video. at least twice a month. We're going to be doing walking staff customizations and crafting. We're also going to be doing some drawings for some people. You know, we're trying to get a merchandise store set up, and I'm going to handcraft or hand draw everything, guys. So that's going to be what's going to be special about my merchandise. If you get it, everything's going to be unique because everything's going to be handcrafted by me. Nothing's going to be the same. There's never going to be a, hey, I can buy multiple of this product. If it's up there, guys, it's up there. Now, there might be one similar, but there's never two that are alike. Thank you guys very much for being here. It's time to draw this blade out. All right, guys. That is looking more like how we want. There's our blade. Now, we're going to start trying to square this top part off right here, and then we're going to straighten it all out into a good point. All right, everybody? So come on in and watch us finish this baby up. A little bit of buildup in there, probably a little bit of rust. Thank you guys. Thank y'all. Let me go check my propane. My propane's good. Propulsion's good. How's my hoses? All right, we're doing good. Oh, I know, ERT. I know, man. I ain't worried about it. I'm just gonna film, guys. They show up, they show up. I'm just having fun forging. That's all that matters to me. I get to blacksmith. Okay, something's going wrong. Probably had some rust build up from over the time it was stored. That's all, guys. my own forge. Maybe my propane's running low. Old forge, man. Might be just giving out on me. Man, what happened? We were doing great. What happened? What happened? We were doing awesome. Well, guys, I seem to be having a malfunction in my forge. I might have to shut down. Yeah, that's too cold to hammer on. So, guys, my forge might need a little repairing. It is old, so that's unfortunate. We're going to be running into problems. But it's all going groovy, though, because so far we got a lot of progress done, guys. So once I get it repaired and I work on it, we got a lot of progress. This down here is going to be our tang. We're going to stretch that down and out. This right here is going to be our blade. We're going to round this. We're going to point this out. First, we're going to round it off. Then we're going to point it out. And that's going to be the end of our blade. But for right now, you know, it's coming along. It's coming along nicely for a good little old boot knife. So we're going to see from here. But guys, I am afraid that is the end of the forging video for today, man. You know, thank you for the 20 likes. I wish we could have had a lot more before the end of this show. But, you know, it is what it is. So, anyhow, guys, I want to thank everybody for showing up. I want to thank everybody for liking. I want to thank everybody for commenting. You know, you guys are the lifeblood of the show. Absolute inspiration to me and other content creators. That's why we do it every day, guys. So thank you all for being here. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Remember, see it from a swamp, later from a gator. Love your mama, love your papa, love yourself. Be kind. Always find a way to help, guys. See you next time here at the Forge.